how do you think Shedeur Sanders looked? I didn't think he looked great. I didn't think he looked terrible. I want to see more, I guess, is where I'm at with him.
Yeah, I used the word good in my post game conversation yesterday, and I know people will push back on that when they just look at the box score and say, "Oh, he only had 149 yards. Like, how can you say he was good?" But I saw progression in terms of his completion percentage. He completed 64% of his passes. He was 16 to 25. He was fairly efficient. There were some moments where you saw him make those throws, especially downfield, that were lacking earlier in the season. And I think you did continue to see him, make that progress as plays develop in the pocket and trying to sort of navigate things the right way, escape when necessary, but also step up when necessary. And then with that, to your point, like there were also some glaring mistakes, but I think that comes with any young quarterback, right? And Kevin Stefanski would say the same thing. He said that with Dylan Gabriel time and time again, that with any young player, they need time to sort of learn and develop as they go. He almost took that safety in the end zone, just got the ball away, but that also could have maybe been an intentional grounding situation, which is also a safety. So being smarter there. I think he held the ball a little bit too long on a few plays. Obviously missed Jerry on that one throw early, and I think that was probably like a chemistry thing. And if he gets more work with Jerry as time goes on, I think they sort of work through that and he hits him next time. But that's the other thing. Like if he hits that play, he was just a couple yards off. If he hits that play, maybe you're talking about a stat line that looks even better to people. And then we're like, okay, this was actually a really good game from Shedeur Sanders. So I know it's all ifs, ands, or buts there, but I still think that if you've watched this team all year and you leave that game and you're griping over Shedeur's performance, to me, if you can't see that the offense just seems to play with a little bit more buzz to it and a little bit better overall and has a little bit more potential as a group when Shedeur Sanders under center, then I don't know what you're watching, because I think that still remained out there, and I think that's the biggest reason why he's starting next week and why he hopefully continues to start throughout the rest of the season. Is just the impact that he's had on that offense and the higher ceiling that he seems to give it when he's under center, I think are pretty notable.
Yeah, I want to see more. The thing I want him to learn is
Agreed.
not to take huge sacks. You eliminate the things that are 15-yard sacks, and I think you got something there. But you can't say take that away and give me that. So, but yeah, I agree with you. I want to see more